Against the backdrop of the ongoing decline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel is now, perhaps more than ever, tied to recurring films and sequels of their own stories. After all, as the past Phase 4 showed, and the current Phase 5 shows, the original new characters somehow do not go too far for the public so far. And yet, if you look at what Marvel does, it turns out quite strange. For on the one hand, they themselves have kicked out the lion's share of stars, while other stars are fleeing the studio with a strange and inexplicable cohesion. And today you can add another name to that list. Hello everyone, here's More with Stars, and we're getting started. Well, you all know very well who Scarlett Johansson is. For years, she has been the only superheroine in MCU, and generally, not counting Gwyneth Paltrow, essentially the only woman in a key role. So recently, the actresses, Scarlett and Gwyneth, met in a shared podcast interview to ask each other about plans for the future, among other things. These plans, alas, did not make her happy. After all, it looks like Scarlett Johansson is done playing the character of Black Widow once and for all. Yes, you'll say that she said goodbye to Natasha Romanoff back in Avengers Endgame, and then in 2021, the Black Widow solo was kind of Johansson's swan song in MCU. It kind of was, but not really, because we know full well that now, thanks to the multiverse realm, essentially any character can easily return to our screens at any time. The movie No Way Home is just one example of that. Well, after the settlement of the lawsuit between Scarlett Johansson and Disney Company actively for more than a year, there was talk that the Black Widow will still come back, and about this wrote quite a respectable English-language press. And now Johansson herself has decided to put an end to this issue. By the way, before we continue, a big favor to those who watch us but have not yet subscribed, do it now, so you'll help our channel a lot, and you yourself do not miss anything interesting. So, according to the publication Insider during a podcast with MCU colleague Gwyneth Paltrow, Johansson said that her days at Marvel are sadly behind her. "I'm done," Johansson told Paltrow when asked about her prospects at Marvel. "The chapter is over. I've done everything I was supposed to do. To go back again and again like that, to play a character like that for 10 years, it's such a unique experience," the actress added. But in essence, her words sounded pretty unambiguous. Namely, that the Black Widow at Marvel will no longer be, and probably by Scarlett's own decision. Recall that the actress has a very long history of cooperation with the studio. Johansson began her career in MCU, playing Natasha Romanoff in the movie Iron Man 2 Inches in 2010. She went on to play her character in 7 more Marvel blockbusters as part of the Avengers, as well as getting a solo in 2021. So, of course, the actress's reluctance to return to the current Marvel, I'm sure, will upset many. And what's even worse is that this is something of a trend among former stars. If you remember, after Thor: Love and Thunder, Chris Hemsworth, the one who was crazy about all this superhero stuff and said he would stay at Marvel as long as the studio wanted him to, suddenly announced that he was no longer working with the wacky geniuses, clearly alluding to Taika Waititi, and that he no longer wanted to waste his life on this. I mean all these superhero movies, and that he would need some super serious reason to come back. Besides Hemsworth, Tom Holland also announced a break for an indefinite period, essentially putting the role of his Peter Parker on an incomprehensible pause. In short, the former stars are sadly fleeing the current MCU. And as it seems to me, first of all, because of what this cinematic universe is gradually turning into. I want to believe that the situation will change, and that our old favorites may yet change their minds. And the first to know about it are those who subscribe to our channel and clicked on the bell. Also, don't forget to write your comments, put your thumbs up. Thanks for watching, see you all soon.